Then it continued with revolution and this very problematic situation in Ukraine, when we saw that Aliyah tripled itself from 2000 in 2013 to 6,000 in 14 to 7,000 in 15, and now it's on the level of 6,000 more or less. In Russia, we see an increase in Aliyah, which is very interesting, from the big cities, from Moscow, from St. Petersburg, and other cities, which is unusual because usually we speak about Aliyah from periphery, from the places where people don't have many choices, and they think about other choices, other options for their lives, and Israel is a very good choice for them. But here we see how people actually are fleeing from Moscow, from St. Petersburg. I can say that now approximately 12,000 people stay in the line in order to get their visas to Israel, only in Moscow region. Now, when we speak about this upsurge in Aliyah, there are different reasons, various reasons for this. More or less are the same in Russia and Ukraine, but with differences. When we speak about our work there, and I will just describe you what is the logic, what is the concept of our work, what is the approach. It starts from mass events, from reaching out for these people in different places, and for this we have Aliyah Fairs. Aliyah Fairs is a huge event. Just this year in Moscow, there was a fair with 10,000 participants in a major park in the center of Moscow. Of course, not all of them, they were eligible for make Aliyah, but many, the majority of them, they are interested in Israel. They want to know more about Israel. They want to know about their lives in Israel. It's not an easy decision, as you can imagine, because, you know, to abandon your job, to leave your language, your status, your apartment, to go to new country in the age which is not 25 or 28, but 47, 55, manager of a big factory, a big plant. So these people, some of them, they are very reluctant, they don't know what to expect them in Israel. In our role is to help them. Not to convince them, because we don't think that we have to convince people. We have to help them. We have to offer them different opportunities. We have to build for them different tracks of integration in Israel. We have to help them to learn language, because this is the major part. And that's what we are doing. But in other places, not in Moscow, St. Petersburg, but in the region of Siberia, in the region of Far East, there are many people who just don't know about Israel and about their right to go to Israel. We have to reach out for these people, to explain them what is this Israel, why it's important, why it's so good for you. And for this, as I said, we have this exposure, big events where thousands of people come, and this is the first glimpse, first touch of Israel for these people. We bring to these events people from different ministries. We bring to these events heads of Israeli companies in order to connect this Olim with these companies. We bring representatives of different municipalities in Israel, and then they can learn which city, which town, which village can be good for them, for their families. By the way, when we speak about this Olim, we don't speak only with one person, the head of the family. We take into account what kind of family this person has, his children, maybe problems, maybe illness. We have to build, to actually fit this package for certain family. And then it continues with employees fairs, when people who are interested, they want to know more about their future in Israel. And what is this future? Future is, first of all, is job. If you have a job, you have a future. You know that you are settled. You can buy house, you can do anything. So in these employees fairs, we work with these people more deeply. And we have also special shlichim, special emissaries, who are specialized in Israeli market, and they have to understand needs of these people and just to connect these two things together. The possibilities, the options in Israeli market, and then these people. And it's not an easy task, because many of these people, they are journalists, they are managers, they are artists, and if somebody is high-tech, I don't worry about these people. They are okay. They will be, in every place they will be okay. But what to do with journalists, with artists, with even doctor, they have to go through very difficult process, but they do it. So, as I said, during these years, since 1990, 1,100,000 Olim from the former Soviet Union only came to Israel. They changed the Israeli society very deeply, and you know about this in sport, in music, in high-tech. And of course, we welcome each and every Olim, doesn't matter which age, which profession. We want to see them in Israel, and we are committed to help them. Now, as I said, we have Aliyah fairs, then we have employees fairs, and then we continue our work with a small group of people, relatively small group of people, 70, 75, in weekend seminars. And in these seminars, those people who decided, more or less, to make Aliyah, but they have a final push, they have a final understanding that they can do it, not only this theoretical decision, but they can do it. We gather them in some resort or some place, 70, as I said, 75, we bring them psychologists, we bring them specialists. There they can ask specific questions, and there is dynamics of the group, and in this dynamics, much easier to make this decision, to make Aliyah. And also, we teach them about Jewish traditions, about Jewish history, about Jewish culture, about Israel, which is very, very important, about Israeli system of welfare, about Israeli system of education, about army. All these things are going on there, and it's, of course, deepening this process. It's very, very important. And then they come to our representative offices, they come to our emissaries, they come to our coordinators, and then they work with them, with each of them specifically building and feeding for them this package of Aliyah. We have in the former Soviet Union approximately 17 constant, permanent, and mobile emissaries in different places. In major places we have our representative from Israel, and in more than 100 cities and villages, towns, we have our coordinators who can work with these people. This is the infrastructure that gives them answers and gives them help that they are needed in order to make this decision to make Aliyah.